All right, everyone, here we go. I thought I'd do one more today. It was an interesting soulmate journey reading. I thought 3 cards and a bottom card might be fun with me. Let's see where we go. I got a pre-shuffle here. I got a sun, crossed by a 2 of swords, an 8 of cups, a 9 of pentacles, and an emperor. And sort of a placid energy over the sun. 7 of pentacles read with the sun, or bookending the sun, which is sort of a, it blends with the emperor here because this is the 5th card. Everything should be fine. Somebody attached to you. Roles can be reversed. It could be you. You feel like you should, or somebody attached to you or you feels like you should be happier. Everything is okay for them. They may even have a falcon and a garden at the moment. But it's a kind of moody energy. It's where it's probably, again, it may not be you. It could be somebody attached to you. It probably is. That's what I'm reading. I'm saying it could be you. If it is, pay attention. You'll learn something. Because I'm going to teach you something about energy right now. Because we all have somebody who hates us, right? You've all got somebody who doesn't like you at work or whatever, or I don't know, in your family. Somebody, a friend that's jealous of you. Anything along those lines. Sending barbs to you. Sending jabs and energy and all that kind of stuff. So, a lot of times people don't know when somebody is sending them bad vibes. Well, I'll give you one of the main clues. There's a couple of clues. I'm not going to go into them here. I could probably list off about a half a dozen. But I'll give you one main one. Moody. You're having a great day. Everything's fine. Everything's terrific. You had a good day. Everything went your way. You got all your chores done. You sit down. You got your popcorn and your beer and you're watching TV. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and I mean like that, you're depressed. You hate your life. You wonder why you do what you do. You're like, oh, this sucks. Everything's crap. You just suddenly slipped into that. Just out of nowhere. And then it lasts maybe about an hour, and then it starts to kind of fade a little bit, and you're back to normal again within a couple of hour time frame. Okay? And it happens. A lot of people blame it on the weather. Well, the barometric pressure dropped, so maybe... Okay. Most likely, somebody is focused on the fact that they don't like you, or they're jealous of you, or they hope you fail. That kind of a thing. People, no one has to cast a spell. Somebody might be casting a spell. It could be a byproduct of that. But no one has to cast a spell. No one has to do that for that to happen. I don't know why this energy is coming in this week. I've been talking to people offline a lot about this type of energy this week. I may pull a reading on it. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But somebody here attached to you thinks, we'll keep it to somebody attached. They think they should be happier. I think they've made some enemies. And I think those enemies are shooting some jabs, barbs, sharp objects, arrows of energy, bullets of energy, however you want to look at it, missiles of energy at them. And I think that's what's happening. I think this is that kind of moodiness that I just described. Because everything appears fine. When I pop the hood, everything looks okay. So why is the car running choppy? It's like, it is what it is. The timing's good. The oil's good. Everything's good. It's getting the right amount of air. Everything should be fine. Right? It's a bit of that. I think this person's made some enemies. And I think, I don't know. I think it is what it is. If it's you, I can tell you because you're here. If I describe something that happens to you sometimes, you can get rid of any energy you want. I've already given you the 2 magic words. Stop it. Now, some energy readers will give you some incantation you can do. I do not wish to have this energy cast upon me. No. I'm going to shoot straight with you. You can deny any, you can refuse any incoming energy you want. It's like those signs they put at restaurants. You have the right to refuse service to anybody. Shirt, shoes required. Right? That kind of a thing. Well, that's fine. It's the same thing. You say, stop it. I do not accept this energy, right? And I guarantee you, your mood will improve very fucking fast, a lot faster than the 2 hours it'll probably sit there while you're blaming the barometric pressure, okay? All right, here we go. I've had friends come to me with that, and I've said, they said, oh, I don't know what it is. I think I have depression, Steve. I think I'm bummed. I just get like this sometimes, and I hate my life, and I don't want to, I wonder why I do everything, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, no. No, somebody doesn't like you. You're getting attacked, my friend. Your energy, and it's getting in. Because you'll believe in your own bullshit that well, maybe I have depression, and maybe you're the one letting it in by believing it. You're creating an opening for it, Just tell it to get the fuck out. It's worked every time for them. I'm pretty good at reading that sort of shit. All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at. Anyway, I don't know why it's been coming up a lot this week. I've had a couple of people contact me about it. Very strange. I hope it shows up in a reading. It might. You never know. If it doesn't, I'll pull a specific reading on it at some point. All right, come on. General reading may or may not resonate with you. Hey, but I got a chance to teach you about energy. I love it. I may have just helped somebody there. Maybe that's you, right? I don't want you sitting around hating your life, thinking it's terrible. When some asshole who's jealous of you or hopes you fail is attacking you, or someone who has a different opinion than you, all that kind of stuff. Here's what it is. It's fine. It's easy. You just get rid of it. You just say you don't want the energy. It doesn't matter. There's no any amount of black magic. Even if it's the warlock on the hill, you don't have to accept the energy. We have that ability. And if it gets really bad, you can create either a bubble or a pyramid. Pyramids are stronger, but they're more complicated to do. Whichever one, we'll say a pyramid. You create a pyramid of light, of white light, and you imagine yourself in it. And with intention, you then say, stop it. I do not accept this energy. All right? So you have to imagine yourself in either a bubble or a pyramid of light. Pyramids are stronger, but they're more complicated to do. They're more complicated to get in your mind's eye than a simple bubble. But either one will work. And that's if it's really bad. That's if you've got a shit ton of people sending you jabs and jarbs of energy. All right, look at that. Somebody here, there it is, right there. I didn't look. I just shuffled. I did not look. It is the bottom of the deck. It is the overall, the environmental energy around the center card I'm going to pull. It's 8 swords. Look, I've got friends that have been calling me about this shit. I don't know, there's something going on with your energy. It might just be on the DF side. It might be on both sides. I don't know. But there's something going on with the energy this week. So I've given you a valuable energy lesson that may or may not help you in the future, even if it's something that's not happening yet. Okay? At least you'll know not to blame it on the barometric pressure. I think it's the barometric pressure, Steve. Okay. I hear that. Everybody wants to find an excuse for it. How about energy is real. How about energy flows around us, things we can't see? It's like weather patterns. It comes around. Somebody sending you a bunch of negative shit, if it can get in, is going to create that. They want you to fail. So if somebody's thinking they want you to fail and they're concentrating on that and they're thinking it with intention, it has to have feelings. They can't just be thinking it. It's like manifesting. It's thought with intention, right? It has to have feeling attached. That's it. If somebody's sending you that, I hope you fail, you're going to feel like a failure if it sneaks in. That's what's going to happen. You hate my life. I don't know why I bother. I'm a failure. It'll last for a couple of hours. It's something that comes on suddenly. Okay? Very suddenly. Usually, I can't really put a time of day on it, but I will say it seems in my research of people that this happens to, it seems to happen most in the evening. Like, if I'm to put a clock time on it, 5 o'clock in the evening, this type of symptom of being attacked happens generally around 5, 6 o'clock, something along that range. Okay? It doesn't have to. It's not a thing. I'm just letting you know. In case it's fairly typical. All right? It's not always, though. Sometimes it's noon, 10, whatever. Anyway, somebody here is very much in their head. They're not here to hear my explanation. They don't have me to call or email or talk to or shoot a tweet to or whatever it is. No, they just fucked. Okay? And they feel that way. They feel like they want to hide. They feel trapped. And the seven of wands. I've got someone here running for the high ground. All right? Trying to distract themselves. 3 cards. Hey, if my energy tips help you, great. It might help you in the future. I've had this happen enough. People don't understand this stuff. Understanding energy is the best thing you can do. I mean, it'll make your life so easy. It's the best life hack there is. Just understand energy. But you got to get it. You got to get it from an energy reader or an energy source. I mean, read Edgar Casey's stuff if you want. I can tell you about it, or you can just Read someone else. Read some other energy readers' books. I don't know. I'll have books someday. You can read mine. All right. Either way, 8 swords. Either way, you're here now. You don't need to buy the book. So you go. 8 swords crossing the hangman. Yeah, my life sucks. This is it. This is what I've said. Look at it. Look at the cards. Somebody's perspective on their life is bad, and they don't know why. What's happening? I'm going to run for the hills. Everything's fine. I got the high ground. I'm sitting in the catbird seat. They're trying to distract themselves from it. They're questioning what they love, what they do, questioning the choices they've made. I mean, it's all here, guys. It's everything we've already talked about. I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. You know that. But I really like to teach you about this stuff because I don't want anybody getting like this. This is dangerous. Somebody getting into you. You deny the energy. And you have to ask yourself, why is this getting in? Because if you had true self-worth, it wouldn't come anywhere fucking near you. Because it wouldn't have a crack to get into. So if somebody's wishing you failure, and you have this symptom, this all of a sudden, bam, you hate yourself, my life is terrible, oh, it's all over, woe is me, right? Then it got in because you somewhere deep down believe you might be a failure. You need to look at that. You need to find it. There's a crack, it got in, because it can't get in if you're shored up with self-worth. This could be you guys, this could be why you're getting the reading. It still feels to me like it's somebody attached to you. I don't think it's your runner. I think I'm giving you information. If you know who this is and it's not you, I think the shit that I'm telling you, you need to pass on to them because they're not here to hear me. Okay? I think it's very important before it gets out of hand. Okay? It's going to keep coming around. It can get out of hand. Eventually, you can look at this. Look at this. I picked this up to clarify. 8 swords, randomly. It's all here. All right? So this is a very important reading. It's probably, if it's nobody you know and it's not you right now, it's never happened to me, Steve. Okay, good for you. I guess nobody hates you or you're all shored up and the energy can't get through. Great. Terrific. But it might happen in the future, We all let our blocks down occasionally and we all have moments of self-doubt. One little moment of self-doubt. One little opening. If there's somebody shooting barbs of energy at you, ooh, and they want you to fail in one moment, you feel bad, it'll make it worse. So you have to tell the universe, the energy that gets to me is by invitation only. Okay? And that will put a blanket block. You say it out loud. You put yourself in that fucking pyramid of white light. Imagine yourself sitting in a chair in the middle of it. White light all around you. And then with intention, with feeling, you tell the universe there is no fucking energy that gets to me without a fucking invitation, right? You could say fucking, it's fine. It's a fucking fickle old gal universe. It doesn't matter if it adds feeling. If it's part of your vernacular and it adds feeling, then say it. I just said it like I mean it right there. All right? So there you go. You need to pass that information on to somebody. You don't need to build a fucking pyramid. It's in your mind. It's fine. All right, let's clarify. I got 8 swords. It doesn't matter which deck I pick. All right. I'm going to pull. I think I've done the whole reading here, to be honest with you. It's just an energy lesson. So I'm not even going to clarify this shit. Why? Give me 3 more cards and a bottom card. God, it flew out of the deck. What the hell? It's justice. No, hold on. I got to get it on camera. I'm sorry. Justice. I miss the old days of Steve's Love. We do this HD thing now with this 1280 by 7 whatever kind of. I miss the old days, 800 by 600. I had a bigger spread, Anyway, modern technology sucks. Anyway, it fell on the floor underneath here. Right? It's just so people can buy a 60-inch TV and it doesn't take up much more space than, say, a 30. I get it. But still, do you need a 60-inch? How big does George Jefferson need to be? Okay? It's 60 inches. He's life size. All right, here we go. And the 9 of Pentacles. Justice. And the Tower. Fucking hell. For a lot of you, This is happening. This is something. There's the sun again, right? And it was already with 8 swords by default when I picked this up, and it's justice. Your energy is going through some changes here, right here. I'm going to clarify why that flew out and fell on the floor. Very interesting. I forget these readings all the time. I always wash them. I'm going to try to write this one down. It's happening for a reason. I want to see why it's happening. Sometime in the future, I'll reference back to it, like in October or something. I mean, it may come up again in other readings, but sometime in I don't know. I feel like October, I reapproach this reading for some reason. I have no idea why. I could be wrong. I'll probably have long forgotten it by then. But hopefully you remember the energy lesson I've given you here. I've given you the pyramid trick for putting up blocks. And I've told you to stop it, and I've told you about that quick depression. Snap depression, I call it. Happens all the time. It's a number one symptom of somebody not liking you and being really focused on it with intent. But it can only get to you if there's a crack, okay? So don't give it one. Make yourself a light pyramid, sit in the middle of it and scream, "Fuck me, universe," not without an invitation, right? Get out. All right, here we go. That is one, aside from free will, the other superpower we have is that we don't have to accept any energy. You don't have to. You can't control the energies that come in, the environment. You can control how you behave within them. That's the same policy. It's the same thing. I'm saying the same thing. We don't have to accept any energies. If you go to a party and everybody's an asshole, you don't have to deal with them. You could shut them out. Just go off in a dream world. If you have to stay there, then just drift. Just don't even listen to them. You don't have to participate. Right? Nobody says you have to. The wheel is crossing the star reversed. I was going to say this. I'd have looked really cool. It looks to me, this is for you. This part. This part may be, but it may also be you need to convey what I taught to someone you know that this is happening to. Okay? But it could also be happening to somebody around you, and you may spot it. Either way, you've got the cure for them. I've given it to you. This second reading here is for you. The universe is changing one of your manifestations. Something you manifested. So it's like, I love when the fickle old gal universe does this. Well, the definition of fickle, I call the universe the fickle old gal. The definition of fickle is changeable. So it makes sense on some level. It's sort of like you went to a restaurant and you ordered steak. And the chef just decided, nah, you're getting spaghetti. Okay. They put the spaghetti. Okay. If you say so, that's going to definitely affect your tip and Yelp review. But all right. Right. Something you put out. This flew out of the deck. I was shuffling. It flew out like that, and it did sort of one of those, things where it fluttered to the ground, and it landed just like that, right next to my guitar amp. Right, kind of leaning on it, which is to my left. It's what the computer is sitting on. They're canceling your order and putting in a new one, which will benefit you more. I don't know what that means yet. I'm going to continue my clarification. It was just the wheel crossing that. I was going to say that before I threw the wheel. I just wasn't sure. It looks like something's been canceled, I thought, but you seemed fair okay from it. You're about to get very happy. You are about to get very happy about something. But you're going to be a little surprised. You ordered steak. You're getting spaghetti. But you're going to find if you eat the spaghetti, go with me on this analogy, right, that you like it. You see what I'm saying? Right? It's for your greater good. It's for your own good. The universe does this sometimes. The 5D takes over and says, no. I know you ordered steak, but that's bad for you. Right now, we're going to give you this. Okay, that's fine. What's on top? The Fool. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me one bit. What else? The 9 of Wands. It's blocking what you put out there. A direction you want to go is being blocked. And the order is being changed. You wanted steak? No. They get spaghetti. Yeah, but they ordered steak. No. They get spaghetti. Oh, okay. All right. So when you get what you didn't order, don't bitch about it. Just go with it. It's why you're getting this reading. I mean, this is happy. Justice is happiness, and the sun is happiness. The universe, I think, is doing you a favor here. I think you're getting some good karma. It could be tied to this. Maybe you get good karma back, good energy slap back from telling somebody, passing on the cure I just gave you for a very common energy. It happens all the time. Everybody's got somebody that hates them or is jealous of them or wants to send them bad. I hope you fail. Well, you know, that kind of a thing, right? Hope a bus runs you over tomorrow. That kind of a thing. Those types of energies can sneak in if we're not shored up, and most people aren't shored up for them. You're not walking around putting up blocks. I do. I have to. I run this channel. Nothing gets into me without an invitation. You know, it is what it is. I'm giving you the way to do that. It happens. It happens to all of us. So it's good to know. Maybe you get some good karma passing that information on. I don't know. 9 Pentacles. It's all a pile of nonsense. You just reject the energy. The problem is, in order to reject the energy, you have to know what the symptoms are, right? That is the number one symptom. Snap depression. It sneaks in. All right, let's go. And that's what's coming up here. I see it. Somebody should be happier, but they're not. Their opinion of their life, they're fucked up because it should be great, but it's like it's over, it's terrible, I'm a loser. All right, 9 Pentacles, why is it here? We'll get out of here in a minute. I've said what I need to say. That right there, she's rich. She's rich. Everybody's rich. The Queen of Wands. The universe is turning around, bringing you spaghetti. Can I just say that and stick with the analogy for a minute? You ordered steak. Nope, you're getting spaghetti, says the fickle old gal. It's bringing you spaghetti because it's healthier for you. It'll make you richer. Okay, you're getting an opportunity, I think. I think it's an opportunity coming your way to better yourself. I feel like it's financial, I'll be honest with you. I know it's Steve's love tarot, but I feel like it's financial. I feel like it is because these two are very financial when you put them together. Okay? She loves her Fendi purses and she can afford them. You see what I'm saying? What's on top? Come on! Who's your second favorite? Right? Come on! It's the Tower. Yeah, this is beautiful and this is incredible. Something's shifting here for you. Your life, it could be your whole energy is shifting. It could be a complete shutdown and reboot. I don't know. This is some powerful shit. This is beautiful. Whatever this is, it's for you. It's here. It's the static energy. It's beautiful. I mean, if this is the result, a reward karmically for you helping somebody through that snap depression, telling them what it is, it's not the barometric pressure, you asshole. You're being attacked by that fucker at work that wants you to fail. And you're allowing it, right? Whatever it is. Whatever it is, I don't care. It's a beautiful reward. It's nice. You're going to like that spaghetti way better than that steak. Let me tell you. Why is the Tower here? 5 of Swords. If the Tower has the fault. Why is the Tower? You heard what I said, right? Why is the Tower here? This is a false victory. This is bittersweet. This is, if you'd have, okay, why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower falling? If you'd have gotten your steak, which you ordered, this would have been your outcome. Okay? Instead, it's Queen of Wands. Oh my God, instead it's that. I was going to say, because I wasn't going to pull a bridging energy. I was going to say instead it's the Queen of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Instead it's that. But if the Tower hadn't fallen, it would have been that. I don't know what's going on lately with this channel, but the readings have been I'm not doing them. Somebody else is running this. Some other energy is running this shit right now. So whatever's going on here, pay attention to everything I said in this reading. I have no idea what I said, but whatever it is, it's extremely important. That's your reading. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful. Wow. Okay, enjoy your spaghetti, motherfuckers. And I say motherfuckers with love. Good luck.